Good morning, dear trainees. Today we are going to discuss about the our record fieldwork record topic NCF 2005. In brief, to give some inputs to write your record who are not completed your record. So you should have a clear idea about the NCF 2005. We have discussed already in the theory classes. Just we are going to discuss about the recommendations of process and recommendations of NCF 2005 in general. So, what are the policies and the unit of education in India that is discussed in NCF 2005, that is National Curriculum Framework in 2005. So there are till now generally five national curriculum frameworks have published. Now 2010 has to be published, uh, but we are following the NCF 2005, that is the one of the four national curriculum frameworks published in 1975, 1988, 2000 and 2005 by National Council of Educational Research and Training. So it has provided some syllabus, textbooks, and teaching practice within the school on school education programs in India. So here they have discussed a lot about the syllabus and the curriculum to be implemented in the classroom. So we have to go through the what is the curriculum framework designed by National Council of Education Research and Training in 2005. The it has given some recommendations. It has given some uh, the recommendations we can say here. The aims of NCF 2005 also. The first one is connect knowledge to life outside the school. So nowadays, if you go to back, the syllabus is completely entirely different to our syllabus what we studied in the past. So that is was very theoretical. It was not so beneficial to the students. So the NCF 2005 has recommended to the syllabus should be the knowledge should be related to the real life which is outside of the school. So whatever we are studying, the students as getting the knowledge that should be connect to life outside of the school. That is recommended by NCRT as the first recommendations. And we used to learn the things in a rote learning method, but the NCF has recommended to shift learning from rote learning. Next, the third one is to integrate the examination into the classroom learning and make it more flexible. So the classroom learning and everything should be made easy to the students and the teachers. The examination system is somewhat complex. Nowadays, the examination system is changed because of NCF 2005. It has recommended this crucial recommendations as the third one in National Curriculum Framework 2005. Now we are following as the CCE right now. So the fourth one is to enriching the curriculum so that it goes design the textbooks and all these things. So it has focused more on the enrollment and the retention of the age group of 14 up to 14 years. So these are the four recommendations. Mainly the curriculum should be enriched, that is suggested by the National Curriculum Framework Group in 2005. The fifth one is we should not give burden on the children for learning, and the learning we have to mentally develop the students mental ability in all these things, because learning without burden. So that means joyful experience should be given to learn the things by the children. So the learning should not be a burden to the students. So uh, that's why the books and everything as divided into 2 to 3 parts per the academic year. So no burden on the children for learning. So less burden should be given to the students to learn, that students has to get the knowledge in a enjoyable or joyful way. This is the first fifth recommendation. The next recommendation is we have to develop the a sense of self-reliance and self-respect among the children. So if you force the students, they may not get the things easily. If we motivate the students to learn the things in their own, automatically they get the self-reliance and self-respect. So we have to develop that sense of self-reliance and self-respect to among the children. This is recommended by NCF 2005. And the system of education was teacher centered. Now that NCF 2005 as recommended, we have to develop the child centered education to promote the universal enrollment and retention up to the age group of 14. So the shift has occurred because of NCF 2005, that is the child centered education as uh, given more important rather than the teacher centered education. So these are some recommendations given by uh, NCF 2005, and some guidelines also given by NCF 2005 for improving the curriculum. What are the guidelines given by the NCF 2005 for improvement of the curriculum? One by one we will discuss. So it has given some recommendations, guidelines for improvement of the curriculum related to the language subject. The first guidelines is to emphasize the linguistic skills such as listening, speaking, reading, and writing. We know very familiarly the skills LSRW. That should be given more important in the language learning, and every child should be given a solid foundation of the school education. In the age of the school education only, the student should get everything to lead the life effectively, in particularly in languages. So whatever the student want to speak in his real life. So emphasis on the three language formula. Already the three language formula. One is mother tongue or regional language. The second one is Hindi or any Indian language. The third one is English or any other European language to get the new knowledge. So the NCF has given some guidelines regarding the three language formula. The three language formula is that should be mother tongue or regional language, one is national language, and another one is any international language should be taught in the schools to make the students to lead the life effectively across the globe. Regarding the related to the language subject, it is emphasized more on the listening, speaking, reading, and writing, and solid foundation and the three language formula. And regarding the related to the subject, it has given some guidelines for improvement of science curriculum also. What are the guidelines given by the NCF 2005 related to the science subject? Just we go through that one. Nature of science, subject matter and process should be created to mental age and physical age of the learner. So whatever the content we are giving, the science nature of the science should subject matter should be related and relevant to the mental age group, according to the mental age group and physical age group of the learner. Otherwise they won't get the knowledge what we are teaching in the classrooms, what we writing in the textbook. So then based on the nature of subject, nature of science, that should be provided to the students according to their mental age and physical age, to enable the each child to judge, assess, analyzing experience of day-to-day activities. So the subject matter should be very easy to analyze and get the experiences of day-to-day activities in his own life. That should be designed in by the subject experts in the textbooks, they said. And related to the mathematics subject, especially they have focused more on mathematics, the abstract subject, which is we feel the already mathematics is also the abstract whatever we think, and compared to other subject, mathematics is a abstract that we should work out more in framing the syllabus, in writing the textbooks, in teaching the content in the classroom to the students compared to the other subjects. So the NCF 2005 has emphasized more focus on the mathematics subject. So it has given some guidelines for improvement of the mathematics curriculum also. What is it? The first one is pedagogy and the mathematics learning environment how to be made favorable for the students at development. That means the pedagogy, the teaching methodology of mathematics and the learning environment of the child in the classroom should be favorable to the students' development. So there should be a change. There should be some change should be occurred in teaching of mathematics and teaching content of mathematics and teaching styles and learning environment around the student should be modified, and that should be converted to the and made favorable to the students development. It is the first guideline given by the NCF for. So that means the learning environment should be made favorable by the teachers in all the dimensions, that is pedagogy, teaching methods, content, and all these things. The second one is developing the logical thinking, abstract thinking, and reasoning ability in children by teaching mathematics. So this is the most important one. That means after whatever we teach mathematics, that the main intention of mathematics should be development of logical thinking, abstract thinking, and reasoning ability in the children is very very important. It has given that should be developed, that is suggested. And the third one is to expand the area of mathematics, so it should be taught by the connecting with the other subjects. So there should be a correlation, there should be a correlation among between the subjects and among the subjects with the mathematics, that should be expanded by the teacher when is teaching. So means we have to link the mathematics subjects in relation to other subject, that is we have discussed already in the first semester uh, regarding this topic in very detail. So this is the third one, and the last one also. The fourth one is related to social sciences. The social sciences means here the guidelines for develop social concept in children by social education. We have to impart some social education to develop the social concept in the children. It is lacking nowadays, so they have given some guidelines to develop the social education among the age group of the children between below the 14 years. So civics can be transformed into political science. We have observed already, it is not we are using already as civics, but that should be renamed as political science, that is given by the NCF guidelines to encourage the students to explore the higher level of knowledge in different disciplines. So this is about the social sciences guidelines by the NCF 2005. And regarding the classroom activities also, the NCF 2005 has some given some guidelines. So what are the guidelines? Just we have to look in brief. We should discuss the method what we are going to do in the activities, that should be elaborated and explained by the teachers. They have to discuss in detail about the classroom activities, see which method they are going to use, how they are going to use everything, and they have to prepare the presentations, singing, and poetry for the activities. So pictures, posters, charts, etc. The student and the teacher has to prepare. Some social activities also they can prepare and they can demonstrate, they can perform in as the classroom activities. And playing method and other national NCC, NSS, other activities they can engage as the classroom activities to enable the students to be a good citizen. And we can conduct the tours and some club management activities as the classroom activities for improvement of the curriculum and betterment of the student benefit. This is about the guidelines of given by the NCF 2005 regarding other maximum most of the subjects which are very important as in the school curriculum. With this the topic is over. I hope you have understood, and you will give some, you will get some inputs from my lecture. Automatically you are going to write your recording. Thank you.